Mga kabarangay, panibagong araw, panibagong vlog na naman ang ating pag-uusapan, panonoorin mga kabarangay. Kamakailan nga nangyari ang Taal Volcano eruption ngayong 2020 at ipapakita natin mga kabarangay yung eruption noong 1965 Taal Volcano eruption, kung anong pangyayari, ang kaibahan noon at ngayon ng pangyayari doon sa Taal Volcano eruption noong 1965 at 2020. Tara, samahan niyo ako sa panonood mga kabarangay.
Say the final figure will certainly exceed 500. Its setting had become a tourist paradise. For half a century, it had lived down its sinister history until last week.
Taal Island now has become a desert, covered by some 9 inches of ash thrown up by the volcano, still rumbling 3 days after its first major explosion. The eruption of the volcano came as a complete surprise. Volcano experts have been over onto this island as shortly as 2 weeks before the explosion. They predicted that it was completely safe for the 4,000 inhabitants of the island. When the volcano went off at 2 o'clock on the morning of last Monday, it came with complete surprise. There were no preliminary rumbles. No warning at all was given to the people who lived here. Within 3 hours, it's estimated that some 500 people had died.
Much of the island died with them. Beneath the rain of white-hot ash, trees became petrified. Mud and ash lay 10 feet deep in places. Cattle struggle out of it, only to be suffocated by sulfur fumes. Behind them, the human survivors left devastation and memories of the warning that was ignored. The experts had told them it was safe to stay, but when the August danger signals appeared, relatives on the mainland appealed to the people of Taal to leave. They said no, it was time to bring the rice in. They would wait for the first rumble. When it came, it caught them sleeping, and there is no rice to harvest on Taal today. Some villages were engulfed by the blanket of lava and ash. In others, just a house here and there was left standing. Nobody yet knows whether the families who lived here have survived, whether they'll return to build again, with the help of the £45,000 disaster fund set up by President Makikita of the Philippines. Soon after the disaster, when it was feared that fresh eruptions were imminent, the government stopped people returning, and police put the island out of bounds. But some defied the order and the still smoking volcano, seeking to salvage what they could from their shattered homes. Among those who returned, Delfin Barrero. He's a fisherman, with a wife and 10 children to keep on £3.10 a week. His home is 1.5 miles from the crater, but he's reluctant to leave, even though there's devastation all around. Were happier to get away from it all, even if some boatmen did cash in on the tragedy and demand £5 a head for the brief voyage to the mainland and safety. And other emergency services went swiftly into action as the refugees gathered in schools and rest camps on the mainland. But this week came signs of unrest over the way the operation was being handled. The complaint, no real coordination of the various private and official efforts. It's claimed that thousands not affected by the eruption are getting free supplies, while many deserving cases are getting nothing. Above Lake Taal this week, a pillar of smoke and flame and steam. It mushroomed at one time 10,000 feet into the air, a funeral pyre for hundreds of Filipino villages and fishing families. Most were trapped in their beds when the volcano boiled over after 54 years of smouldering serenity. Today, 9 days after the eruption, the exact death roll is still uncertain. First reports of up to 5,000 killed have been discounted, but officials say the final figure will certainly exceed 500. Its setting had become a tourist paradise. For half a century, it had lived down its sinister history, until last week.
Taal Island now has become a desert, covered by some 9 inches of ash thrown up by the volcano, still rumbling 3 days after its first major explosion. The eruption of the volcano came as a complete surprise. Volcano experts have been over onto this island as shortly as 2 weeks before the explosion. They predicted that it was completely safe for the 4,000 inhabitants of the island. When the volcano went off at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Po no mga kabarangay, napanood natin yung pangyayari nga no noong 1965 Taal Volcano eruption. No? Ang kaibahan lang noon nung panahon noon, parang ano sila, kumbaga kulang sila sa nagbablog ako. Mga kabarangay, napanood natin ang 1965 Taal Volcano eruption. O, naantala tayo, may tumawag kasi sa akin. Nakita natin, no, ang kaibahan lang kasi noon talaga, kumbaga kapos sila sa tulong. Ang kaibahan ngayon, ang kagandahan ngayon, ang kabutihan ngayon na naging epekto, no, sa kabilang banda may kabutihan. Kasi nga, yung tao naudyukan na tumulong sa kanyang kapwa. Ayun ang kaibahan eh. Bali, panoorin nyo ang susunod kong videos tungkol dun sa pamimigay ng iba't ibang tao sa lipunan, sa ating bansa, maging hindi man nating kalahi, tumutulong para sa mga apektado ng nitong Taal Volcano eruption. Maraming salamat po mga kabarangay. Huwag niyo pong kalimutang i-share ang aking pong vlog. At i-hit niyo po yung notification bell, subscribe na rin po. Para po sa mga susunod ko pang videos. Maraming salamat po. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Salamat po sa Diyos.